Green projects in Kazakhstan garnered interest among foreign investors. Spanish investors are set to invest money in Kazakhstan's renewable energy sector. Investors not only have extensive experience in the alternative energy sector, but also ready to share their technologies. At a meeting in Madrid, a delegation from Kazakhstan held talks with the directors of 30 leading Spanish companies, which are members of Spain's Exporters Club. Kazakh officials briefed the meeting participants about the investment terms and the auction system in Kazakhstan. The Republic has an ambitious plan of producing 50% of electricity using alternative sources by 2050.
And we are the host country not only for this.
Те инвесторы, которые участвуют в аукционах и выигрывают, они получают 15-летний.
Investors who participate and win in the auctions conducted in Kazakhstan receive a 15-year contract for the purchase of all their electricity as part of a 15-year offtake agreement, which guarantees reimbursement of their investment. It is based on the best international practice. Spanish companies are not present in the Kazakhstan market yet. European companies are still represented by French and British businesses, but Spanish companies are still underrepresented. They say that they will be interested in assessing the Kazakh market. Kazakhstan is a very important country for us. It is not only the largest country in Central Asia, but it also provides the largest opportunities for foreign businesses. I believe that Kazakhstan is a good platform for our investment. However, the Kazakhstan market is underexplored. Therefore, it is important to have more presentations and visits. Such meetings help us learn each other better and receive useful information. Meanwhile, the International Center for Green Technology and Investment Projects in Kazakhstan is operating at full capacity in the country. According to specialists, the organization will not only promote alternative energy development in Kazakhstan, but will also prompt the country's transition to green economy.
Для того, чтобы наши промышленные предприятия выпускали
For our industrial enterprises to manufacture output which meets the green requirements in terms of emissions and the environmental impact, we perform a number of studies and analyses on a certain practice, and following that, we make proposals on its implementation.
Потом уже выйти с предложениями о том, как это внедрять.
The volume of investments in Kazakhstan's green energy sector has increased by 2.5 times in 2018. Last year, the alternative energy sector received 80.2 billion tenge of investment. The largest investments were allocated for Akmola, Jambil, and Atarau regions. Kazakhstan's automotive industry is going through a stage of active development. Experts highlight that there has been the largest share increase in the industry in recent years. Today, every second car sold in the country is produced in the domestic plant. This year, according to forecasts, the trend will continue, which means the production of cars will double, amounting to 60,000 units. The cars made in Kazakhstan is in demand, not only in Kazakhstan, but also abroad. In 2018, the growth in mechanical engineering amounted to 19.2%. In fact, we believe that this is one of the important driving forces of the economic development in our country. Our manufacturers will work hard to continue to further develop this area. In 2018, our vehicles were exported to Belarus, Russia, and Tajikistan. Analysis of the local car market, its development forecasts and trends were discussed at the largest international events, particularly at an automotive forum and auto show which took place in the capital. More than 130 companies took part in the events, including the leading automakers from Kazakhstan, Russia, China, India, the European countries, as well as the United Arab Emirates. Negotiations are continued in order to increase the export of cars assembled in Kazakhstan to Russia. We are talking about 30,000 cars. Your market is still at the beginning of the path. You have great chances to grow in terms of the market.
For the automotive aftermarket, the region of Central Asia is becoming more and more important, and due to the fact that we have the best infrastructure here in Astana, Nur Sultan, so therefore we are very happy that for the first time the brand Automechanika and also the brand Future Road Expo is based here.
One of the leading local companies producing commercial vehicles proudly presented their products at the exhibition. The products included refrigerators, trucks, garbage trucks, and snow machines. The plant is located in Kostanay and has been operating for 7 years. And every year, it increases its volume of exports to neighboring countries.
Мы очень много техники отправляем на экспорт в Россию.
We send a lot of equipment to Russia and Tajikistan. We're considering other countries. However, for now, the main goal is to make Kazakhstan clean. Export volumes are increasing dynamically thanks to the policies of our state, which help us to cooperate with the countries of the Central Asian regions and with Russia, which shows us support. Various meetings and exhibitions are taking place.
Которые оказывают поддержку, проводят различного рода встречи, выставки.
Kazakhstan has promising prospects in the automotive industry, experts say. Investments and state support in the industry lead to an increase in production and at the same time growth in exports, analysts point out. Most importantly, it is necessary to continue accomplishing and developing new proposals for both buyers and investors.
Kazakhstan and Russia are strengthening mutually beneficial cooperation. The industrial machine building development is one of the key areas of the bilateral cooperation. A large-scale modernization, the foundry and machine building plant in Karaganda will be capable of manufacturing up to 130 tons of output per month for the region. The plant managers introduced the modern robot equipment and the industrial internet. According to specialists, the new technologies reduce an item's manufacturing time by 10 times. We're planning to develop industrial cooperation with our Russian partners. We're greatly interested in manufacturing foundry items as well as some car components manufactured in Russia. Our Russian colleagues will provide us with the technical documentation and we will place orders at industrial enterprises.
Kazakhstan demonstrates examples to follow for other countries. According to Sally Kader, the president of the International Federation for Peace and Sustainable Development, the changes in Kazakhstan are the evidence of the wise policy conducted by the country's leadership.
What a good timing because of your new news with having the president that had left office and have another successor to him in a very smooth way of changing government peacefully. So I wish the Kazakhstan people all the best. The president had done so much work and brought Kazakhstan name in the world and did many initiatives, amongst them the Syria initiative also. And I wish them all the best.
Member of the House of Commons of the United Kingdom Parliament, Bob Stewart, agrees with the view. He's impressed with the work done by Nursultan Nazarbayev in building a democratic state.
It shows Kazakhstan to be a superb model democracy for all the states in the region of Central Asia and the Far East. This shows that truly Kazakhstan is a democracy when the president stands down to make way for new people. 30 years your president has run the country, and my goodness, what an effect he's had on it. It's gone from a sort of largely rural economy to a mixed economy, and it is now one of the top 50 countries in the world.
President of the Institute for European Perspective and Security Studies, Emmanuel Dupuy, believes that the new developments can change the governance system in Kazakhstan. The experts also said that the democratic transition of power is a proof of changes in Kazakhstan. By giving up the power in a democratic way, Kazakhstan's first president proves that Kazakhstan and Central Asia are changing. This move opens the way to a new generation of politicians. It is the evolution which can change the governance system. A new type of sheep is bred in Kyrgyzstan. The new sheep breed has unique qualities. The new type of mountain merino has special thin and very strong wool. Moreover, it is considered as luxury. Farmer Batirbek Akhmatov sells the raw materials to a wool processing factory. I cut the wool of merinos once a year. I send the wool to the capital where it is processed. The fiber is thin but strong. Then, national souvenirs and clothes are made of it. Clothes from the processed wool are sewn in the factory. Mainly, sleeveless jackets, capes, and cardigans are made of the wool. From 800 grams to 2.5 kilograms of the wool are used for one item. The whole process begins with sketches. The final sketches are given to developers who code formulas and send them to knitting machines. Then, the masters assemble parts into one item. Acrylic is added to the material of the garment in order to make it last longer. I cut the products according to size and style. I get clothes after stripping process. I cut off the excess and send it for the coated paper. These items will turn into cardigans. The wool products are in demand not only in the Kyrgyz market but also in the market of the Commonwealth of Independent States. European buyers has recently spoken well of the quality of products. We received an order from Italy. We worked out models for pets. This is the place for head, this part is for legs, and the segment is designed for tail. A new spring collection of the merino wool is done. The wool collection will be found not only in local stores but also in shops of foreign markets. Europeans are being exposed to Central Asia. A spring festival was held in the center of London. Visitors had the opportunity to view and learn about yurt, which is a traditional nomad dwelling, and other national items.
I think it's very good by sharing what is the tradition here in the country with all the people in London, because it's very diverse, so I think it's very nice.
The visitors of the event learned about Kazakh traditional food and customs. The Tusau Kesu, or the rope cutting ceremony, was interesting for the British people. We traveled to the United Kingdom to demonstrate, well, the Kazakh traditional art and culture. The 10th Central Asian Spring Festival, which was held internationally, was attended by representatives from Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, and Turkey. The arrival of Spring event was also widely celebrated in Brussels. The yearly event was attended by representatives of Central Asian countries as well as Iran, Turkey, and Afghanistan. Each country presented their unique culture, traditions, and customs in the finest way.
Kazakhstan is very active when it comes to culture and cooperation within the framework of UNESCO, but also among the countries in Central Asia. So I represent the UNESCO office in Almaty, and I can tell you that the cultural program is one of our most active and most vivid and varied programs. The occasion of Nowruz, I would like to extend all my best wishes to the Kazakh people.
Visitors of the event enjoyed music of the Great Step, performed by Akhmet Zhubanov Orchestra, and unique dances demonstrated by Akku dance group from Aktobe. The Turksoy International Organization artists also gave a performance at the event.
Turksoy болып biz bugün Amerika'da özümüzün ülkelerimizde
Turksoy, together with UNESCO, has held such events in Turkic countries, USA, and other European countries. For the first time, we are holding our celebration in this magnificent hall in Brussels. Wherever we celebrate, we always demonstrate our culture and traditions to the world.
özümüzün tarihimizde, özümüzün dasturlarımızda bütün dünyaya göstereceğiz.
The Central Asian Spring Festival brought the people from the region together to demonstrate the beauty and sacred traditions of the ancient nomadic cultures to the European people. Young musician from Almaty, Sanjar Ali Kopbayev, received a present from the grandfather of famous Russian pianist Denis Matsuev. He surprised the maestro 6 years ago at the international competition Astana Piano Passion, when he performed difficult piano pieces. Then he won the second prize. A year later, he achieved the highest level. Since then, Sanjar Ali has been guided by the master. The master invited Sanjar Ali to the festival in Moscow, Voronezh, Brussels, and Irkutsk.
Есть старенький инструмент, его первый фортепиано.
His first piano is an old instrument. It is placed in the living room. However, in practice, the piano is unfit for tuning because the strings can burst. Now, I can say that the dream of the young musician has been fulfilled thanks to the master.
Можно сказать, исполнил вот этот мега-человек для нас.
The Zhubanov School for Gifted Children is Sanjar Ali's second home. He was 5 when his parents brought him there. He started singing classical music all day when he was only 2 years old. Initially, everyone was surprised, and then his brothers began to sing with him. The Kopbayev family has 4 sons. The mother says that they all became musicians thanks to Sanjar Ali. It was clear from the very beginning that Sanjar Ali is a gifted boy. There is such a thing when a child sits down and plays naturally. It does not happen to all children. Today, Sanjar Ali masterfully performs the most difficult piano pieces. The teacher says that virtuosos are usually adult musicians because over the years, only adults could master the technique perfectly. Nonetheless, Sanjar Ali received this gift from nature. Technically, it is not difficult for me to perform any piano piece. It is difficult to rethink about the piece philosophically, especially the sophisticated works of Bach. He has preludes, fugues, and sonatas. Therefore, first, I study the epoch of these creations in order to delve into the philosophical meaning. Soon, the capital of the Republic will host an international competition, Astana Piano Passion, once again. Sanjar Ali is invited this time as a guest of honor. The young pianist will give a solo concert at this prestigious event. The dwelling of nomad, yurt, is considered as more than a tangible heritage. Its form has a sacred meaning, which symbolizes the world and cosmos. Each pattern of the decoration of yurt is interpreted based on its own meaning. Traditions experts say that baskur, a pattern braid, has a functional significance in the strong structure of the yurt. Baskur has always been the main decoration of the yurt. The braid is made wide because it links the lower and upper parts of the yurt. The wooden joint does not look good, so it is covered with the decorated braid. It covers half of the kerege and ui. Bulbul Kapkızı has learned to decorate the yurt from her grandmother. All the variety of national crafts can be found in her small workshop. She produces ribbons with brushes, as well as items made of felt and national carpets. She says that the initial stage of needlework lies in the ability to weave baskur. Here, we need to do serious mathematical calculation first. You may ask why. It is necessary and important to figure out the number of threads and the sequence of their use before weaving. First of all, I always plan. For example, what kind of patterns will be on the baskur? How many threads to use when working? What kind of combination of threads is needed for one pattern? The total number must be 51 or 79. Craftswomen work with natural cotton and wool. They say that if a person can weave ribbons, then it is easy to learn how to make the alasha carpets. 16 ribbons with brushes, 2 jelbao and 1 baskur are enough to decorate the yurt. The most important purpose of use of all these decorations is about connecting parts of the yurt, which serves as a tightening element. Then only they should decorate the yurt. A long canvas should be divided into equal segments in order to tie them. Take, for example, this carpet. It is made of clean felt on which mainly geometric patterns are used. Every creation of the craftswomen is an unfinished work of art. It is common that an inspiration can come to a person at any time and a craftswoman can improve her product. This is the very sacred meaning which constitutes a sort of continuation, says craftswoman Bulbul Kapkızı.
енді